Yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride for anyone depending on TikTok for their livelihood, whether it's brands or sellers driving direct sales via TikTok Shop, or also influencers and brands that rely on their community and following on the regular TikTok without TikTok Shop, right? So the ban that was in the making for almost a year, that then almost happened, then didn't happen, and now we'll see what happens. It's keeping folks on their toes. I think for commerce, which is what we typically look at, and especially e-commerce, there are two aspects of TikTok. One is TikTok Shop, so directly transactions that happen on TikTok. And that, by our estimate, was about $1 billion in GMV a month by the end of last year, and about 10 billion in GMV for 2024. So it's sizable. At the same time, the total US e-commerce market is about $1 trillion. So it's still a small segment, yet a growing one, and one that is quite sizable for many influencers as well as SMBs, new kind of socially driven brands. There's, I would say, a higher SMB share than what we're seeing on the established platforms. It's hard to say what the platform will do, but Southeast Asia is actually the biggest market for TikTok Shop by GMV. Indonesia was doing about 7 billion in GMV last year, so not too far away from the US at 10 billion. Thailand is pretty big, the Philippines and Vietnam both doing about 5 billion in TikTok GMV. So taken together, Southeast Asia is and was the biggest market for TikTok Shop. And I think while the US potential TikTok ban is what is capturing the headlines right now, there is actually a lot of both the user base of TikTok, probably 80-90% of the users are in the rest of the world, and the US might account for about a quarter of the TikTok Shop GMV, which also means 75% is elsewhere, and quite a lot of it is in Southeast Asia. So I think both for the platform, that might mean even more attention on the region, but also for many of the cross-border sellers and brands, some of the global brands that are using the platform. There's definitely still a very sizable and growing TikTok Shop market in Southeast Asia. And I think outside of China, it's probably the market that has most adapted to live streaming and live selling would be Southeast Asia.